about maybe a minute, 2 minutes early. Right. Since this will be uploaded to YouTube and to anyone else, I may remind people towards the end, but, yeah. So today will be my last gaming stream for a while. The Twitch will be now utilized as a podcast weekly. I will be doing it every Saturday around the afternoon. I really just put a time just because I don't know when I will be free to stream. But I'll try to shoot for 2:30. Not really gonna make any promises, but I will try. Alright? There's not really much life update because I just streamed yesterday. But I finally got off out of my butt and just got an understanding of when to do the CBEST. And I'm planning on doing it between October and November. For those of you who don't know what the CBEST is, it's pretty much just a fancy test to prove that you know reading, math, and writing, which are 3 different things, because you have to be able to know everything in order to teach. Or at least teach like you know everything, because I don't believe you know everything, otherwise you get a headache. Anyway, that you know a lot enough to teach. Anyway, semantics aside. And I have somewhat of a plan, sort of a life update. Previous streams I was actually mentioning that I was trying to find jobs. No one took me because I had no work experience, and that was literally sad. I was literally finding retail jobs and no one was taking me, which made no sense because there's literally a market for that, but no one wants to take me because I have no experience. And yet I have all the education for it. Puts the debate of what really is more important, education or experience? That's the bigger question. Right. So my plan is to get the CBEST passed, just in case some districts may require the CBEST to be passed, and I'd rather do it just because I want that to not haunt me for the rest of the term, and I just want to get it done, and I feel like, yeah, sure, why not pile that in the midst of everything else I'm gonna do? Yeah, that's not gonna stress me out at all. Though, to be fair, I usually am really on point with all of my assignments when it comes to schooling. That's why I turned it into a podcast. But yeah, I won't do it this Saturday. I'm doing something this Saturday afternoon, so I will be holding it off to next Saturday. As to what I will be talking about, probably just my journey in general, or what I can remember and think about. Anyway, that's pretty much it. That I'm just gonna take the CBEST somewhere in the middle of fall, or the starting of fall. Not like fall term, and like October, November-ish. And with that done, I would be able to get a substitute teaching job a little bit easier in some districts, depending on that. It might depend on which district I get placed in for my placement, where I shadow a teacher to figure out how that works. Sort of a hands-on experience. People literally, in the orientations and stuff, I hear that you can literally sub for the mentor teacher, the person you're shadowing, for a certain amount of times, like 4 to say the least. So you can do that. So, and when you're not like doing school stuff, when you have your free time, you can, in the middle of the week, just do that for something. Which means I can get some serious money. And I plan on doing that instead. At least I'm gonna give it a shot. You never know. Because it's not gonna be like all the time, but it couldn't hurt to give it a shot. Anyway, think that's about it in terms of life updates. I think I will read a poem this time. Because there's not much life updates. So, this one... This one's called Veterans Day, 2017. Day? Try weekend. Yeah, I remember it. It was long ago, and yet feels like it only happened yesterday. I was dealing with some final details. You know, where one moment could change your life. In my case, two happened. One being that my grandfather passed from heart failure. I got the news either on the phone or over a text. I got the news either on the phone or over text. Don't know which was worse. I was home. I could have moved my butt to the bus, to the hospital, to see my grandfather one last time. But no, I never got that chance to say goodbye. I never had the chance to share his stories in his funeral. Grandpa wanted his body to ashes and put to sea. Now I have only the beach to talk to him. At least it's the beach. But I never saw his body that day or weekend. The second moment happened near the end of the weekend. That small detail was all fixed and got transferred to the college of my dreams. Anger, sadness, happiness, all in one weekend. But I will not forget that last chance I could have seen him. With that chance I could see him, I let slip. He's at the hospital. And very little chance of getting him back because his heart was failing. And my mother had to make a really hard choice. I was at home, not aware of what was going on. Well, I knew that my grandfather was in the hospital. I could have tried to rush over. I could have tried to be there. I could have done something, but I didn't. Now I deeply regret it. I deeply would have wanted to see him, even if he was gone, one last time. I don't remember when I wrote this, but I do remember that it bothered me one day, and I just decided to write it out. It was something that frustrated me. But at the same time, it's like, what could you have done? By the time you got there, you would have not made it. But, you know, I just miss him a lot. That he's gone. But at that time, I've adopted a wanting to remember the good times, wanting to pass on his stories. need to let someone know about that. Hello. If you missed anything in the stream, don't worry. I'll make sure it's uploaded onto my YouTube channel, which is super_cat with 2 T's. Okay. This way. If Twitch decides to take my videos off for 14 days, you can still catch it. I hate the fact that Twitch does that.
Going to be a long, hungry night.
Okay, let's talk to this guy.
These people need food.
There are rams out in the hills. Good eating, cooks easy, and no lords around to kill you for poaching. Too dangerous to go hunting now. More likely to find mages than luck.
Good luck.
Luck won't be fat.
Let's go hunt some ram. While we have the chance.
Of course.
Please, somebody, my wife needs help.
What's wrong with your wife?
She gets sick when the weather's foul. Can't catch her breath like cobwebs in her lungs. Our son Hindle makes a potion that lets her breathe. He's the only one who can make it, but he's joined that cult in the hills. Please, get to him and tell him what's wrong. Without that potion, she'll die.
Well, that's not freaky at all. I also try to keep the streams onto highlights. I know that's not exactly what they're used for, but it's the best way to keep them on there so that people can still watch them. It's not really... It's the best I can do because I can't really upload anything onto Twitch because there's no actual upload button for when I'm doing it on my computer. It's sometimes a glitch with certain certain things, I guess. Maybe like technology or something. Maybe it's I don't know what it is, honestly. I'm not really gonna lie. Maybe I'll go this way. So where we last left off in this game, we came here to talk to someone that would be considered a nun of the faith, but she's just known as Mother Giselle. I think that's her name. I think I remember her name. Gotta get those supplies. Gotta get that crafting. Sorry, no idea where the hell that yawn came from. Yeah. She told us that she understands what's going on and knows how to get names of people who may be more involved in this. Because the Chantry, which is the faith, denounced the Inquisition as a legit thing. They're pretty much making them heretics. Giselle suggested that the only way to really get their attention would be to, like, to contact them and do something about it. Arrange something. And kind of, stop their unified voice. Because everybody listens to the faith, but when the truth is really revealed, that's when things become questionable. Like, really big question. No idea why the hell I'm yawning so much. Mist of the Hinterlands, where most of the time you'll find mages, like my character, or Templars, who are basically warriors, or Knights of the Faith, or should have been. But now are no more than a bunch of school children thinking one is superior than the other. That doesn't sound familiar at all. But honestly, though, basically, the real Templars and mages that are fighting against one another denounced both of these parties to begin with. Because the people here are denying, the Templars here are still, they're going after each other due to pride and arrogance and the need to, like, prove something. Like, the mages believe they want to take over the world, or they think their ways are superior, or as the Templars believe that these mages need to be stopped, but they're like so arrogant about it. They're bullying innocent people by taking, like, their one elf was just minding her own business, and they just took her husband's wedding ring and probably took him away, or maybe worse. Not saying anything, but could be worse. It may be worse. And also, like, driving mages to where they will literally kill. Literally kill. To have structure. I know the world's not a cruel place. I know the world can be a cruel place and it's not always nice, but basically the Templars and the mages that are sort of a rebellious faction, or a little group separated from the actual rebellion, they're still going on around here, fighting each other whenever possible. But you know what happens when you're pulling a fight? People get caught in the middle. And I know a perfect place. Well, I might go there later. But basically, people's whole... You heard the hunter earlier that they need food. Here's the bigger picture. There's not many homes. And if they are, they're probably not... Like, one home was abandoned. Why? Because of the stupid rebellion fight. Because of the stupid fight between the Templars and the mages. They're driving people out of their homes, and the only safest place is the crossroads. But the crossroads isn't a great place for them to, like, refuge. That's where all the need of food and supplies. And I say supplies because it's going to be pretty obvious that they need supplies at least. Because there's not really much to help provide, or maybe to keep people comfortable-ish. At least enough to be less, more tolerable. So yeah, innocent people are getting caught in the middle, and are now somewhere in the middle of, in the crossroads, just trying to survive and live life. Whereas the stupid mage rebellions, or stupid fight between the mages and the Templars are so bad, it's literally not helping anyone. It's bullying people, taking their things.
Mages,
In other words, they become
Templars,
terrorists.
and people caught in the middle. Some things never change.
Yeah, exactly what Varric said. Basically, people get caught in the middle of all this. This is a good symbolic way of what happens when two people are fighting. and another person is just sitting there watching the argument happen. You want to know how annoying that is to just sit there and hear another person argue or be in the middle of a fight and not having to do anything but just sit there and feel hopeless? Yeah, that's exactly what these people are feeling. That's why I'm doing some hunting and talking about it. So basically, we're trying to get in contact with Giselle while in the middle of all this mess. Yeah. Oops. That was an accident. Oh, that one's getting hunted. Oh well. I will utilize its fur. It's my fur for crafting, so it won't be put to Seth's life will not be in vain. That's the one thing about life, is that it gets kind of annoying when you're stuck in the middle and you can't do anything. But that's where, like, other people that want to do good things, such as my character, the Herald of Andraste, as people call her, wanting to do some good deeds, just to spread mainly the truth that no one's going to hurt them, that they just want to help.
Make her take you.
Sorry. Just really tired. For some reason, but yeah, the whole... That's why I called it Handling the Divide. I could have called the title Handling the Madness, or the Craziness. I just went with something
Have you seen another Inquisition scout? Elven
holistic.
answers to Ritz.
You said your friend hasn't reported back.
She was supposed to be checking on some apostates. I'm on duty here, or I'd go look for her.
I'll talk to you later.
I wish there was a little bit more dialogue, like, I'll look out for her or something. Oh, wait. What the heck am I thinking?
So, set up camp or keep moving?
Set up camp, duh. It's always best when you're playing this game. If you spy a tent or someplace to set up camp, do it.
Nothing to report, sir.
That's nice. Thank you. Ah, here I am. Come on! I need your juicy meat! And fast! That was kind of... Eat dirt! You're saying that to a ram! Ooh, there was another one that ran away. Hey, get back here! Here it continues. So basically, whoever killed the Divine kind of just rekindled, sparked a war. So yeah, great. Excuse me, sir. Did I say you could interrupt me? pay for your stupidity and interruption by blowing yourself up. Or mainly just me blowing you up. Good. Rude. Jeez. Here I am, just trying to make conversation. That's simple. And this idiot just decides to ram into me. Like, you mind? I'm trying to have a conversation, and you're being very rude. Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. Jeez. Oh, yay. Okay. Now that the idiot is finally gone, let us find more rams to hunt. The more ram I hunt, the more food I can provide to the people back there. Ooh. A rift. I must close at all costs. Okay, so around here is usually like not much. It's like a really open area to where I can just find rams and stuff and go back. I feel like it's the only open place where I can literally just talk and not much happens. But that's depends on perspective. Excuse me. And it probably works with any ram. In this case, it just needs to be done. Okay. Oh. I have this song by Derivacat. Her new song is called Revive. It is literally the best I've heard. And it basically is rap. To me, it's just basically rap. But it's like so good. It's just good. And I haven't listened to too much rap in my time, but it's literally really good. And it's kind of like that rap battle. It has a rap battle feel to me. And there's some parts where it feels more Eminem, where it's like speaking really fast attitude. When you're so angry that sometimes you just talk really fast to get your point across. But you know that's out of passion or anger. It's one of the two. And I got the rhythm stuck in my head. I can't get enough of it. That's usually what happens with Derivacat music. She's literally genreless. One song comes out, it's nice and happy. Another song comes out, it's so tense, it's rock. Another one is just like jazzy. It's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. You just, one day, her new song comes on, you see Derivacat, you click on the song, you basically don't know what you're gonna get, and then you just enjoy what you get. Literally, that's how it works. You see a song, you click on it, you enjoy it, you happy. Or enjoying it. She has that effect on people. Yes, I know how these work. Basically, it's a gate. may have to come back in here later because of something else. Yeah. Yeah, her new song, Revived, is like really catchy, and it's stuck in my head.
See the Inquisition helping the refugees. Seems no one else will.
Yeah. Basically, what he's talking about is exactly what I'm kind of venting about. It's the fact that the refugees that live here are caught in the middle of all this crap in the first place. And... oh, this is Redcliffe, that's right. Okay, basically what we're dealing with is Redcliffe. Basically a nation. I couldn't remember if this was a nation or if the area was more like a very big village area. I wasn't entirely sure, but I think it's Redcliffe now. So basically, Redcliffe's dealing with the divide of their mages and Templars. It's such a big, big mess. It's like, if I want to put it simply, a mage and a Templar. One mage wants to be independent, wants to be free, wants to be taken seriously. The Templar doesn't really care. Thinks that he should be left into the organization, should be left under the eyes and watch of someone else because they can't trust power to be left alone by a person. They can't trust the person to maintain their own power and control. In other words, it's like I said yesterday. It's left with the concept and idea of
Red Lyrium. Whoever this dwarf was, he was in over his head.
it's left with the idea of do you want, what is more important, independence, the thought that you can do things on your own, that you don't need to be watched over like a parent to a child? Or is it the fact that if you leave power unchecked, it literally leaves consequences to where others will literally want action to be, or parameters to be set, order to be somewhat maintained? And it's a kind of a big debate. It's like, do you leave power, do you leave the person that has the power to be able to make their own choices about it? Or do you leave that power in the track of someone else to make sure? Or is there something in the middle? Personally, I think it should be somewhere in the middle, where they make their own choices, but also they should know that if things get bad, there should be a place for them to go to keep that checked. Or to keep them in check. We're not there before. I walk out, and these idiots are guarding the place. Why? Sorry, little ram. But I need you for your meat. Time to go back to the hunter. Yeah, that's enough. Catch up. Right now, what I'm doing is helping out people, helping this place out, and continuing the story a little bits at a time. Why am I so tired all the time? Maybe I should learn to take a nap before stream. Otherwise, I'm just not very sociable I'm not really sociable, but not very impressionistic. I don't know. I don't have like that excitement I would try to implement in my streams. Yeah, that probably wasn't smart. Oh well. Oh, this is so scuffed. Because I remember seeing a ram go all the way up the stairs of this place. Yeah, nice. It was the weirdest thing too. I'll give him credit. Credit is due. Oh, okay. Right, no, that's not it. There we go. Sorry. I don't know why I keep saying that. There's nothing to really apologize about. But I am just extremely drained and tired, I guess. Oh, right. I was gonna talk to General what's his face.
I don't know. You're with the Inquisition. Corporal Vale. Thanks for your help.
That was right.
The Majors and Templars don't seem to care who gets caught in their war. The refugees here are in dire need of help. If the war doesn't kill them, cold or starvation will.
Yep. Literally true.
What can you tell me about the man who's supposed to be getting horses for the Inquisition?
Horsemaster Dennis. He lives on a farm to the west. Tough old fellow. We haven't heard from him. Best we can tell, he's holed up until the Majors and Templars are done killing each other.
What can you tell me about the Templars?
All the Templars were called to Val Royeaux not long ago. These bastards ignored the order. Now they're killing rebel mages, along with any refugees they think are mage sympathizers. Every Templar I've ever known has wanted to protect the common folk. These men defile their order's good name.
Proving exactly my point.
What can you tell me about the rebel mages?
The real rebels are up north in Redcliffe, dug in and taking care of their own. The ones out here are just apostates, locked up in the circles all these years, and now they've gone mad with power. The rebels in Redcliffe have washed their hands of them. I wish we could do the same.
Basically my point. They're both sides of these rebellious factions are now out for either blood or power, and it gets nowhere. Really annoying.
You were concerned about refugees starving.
Yes. Many of them brought food.
but they expected to be home by now. Safe in the city. There's a hunter up the hill who has some ideas.
Is there anything we can do to help people deal with the cold?
I asked the Inquisition to send blankets. You'd think I was asking for a wagon of raw lyrium. A recruit named Whittle is trying to make what we can bring in last. If you have any ideas, talk to him across the road.
I do. Maybe find some log stands and maybe make fires? I guess it's just me thinking like a Minecraft person, because I watch a lot of Minecraft videos. And because of that reason, it's like, it's kind of obvious you should make fires so that they can stay warm a bit. If not, just maybe make a few and have them group up. It would be fine. I mean, yes, blankets would be good too, but why not both? They're literally surrounded by trees. Come on, you got some great brain cells in there. Use them.
What other problems do these refugees face?
We've got some injuries that go beyond stitches and elseworlds. I know healers are in short supply, but if you can find someone in Redcliffe to help us, it would save a lot of lives.
Farewell.
And you as well.
Okay, yeah. I was one. Okay, that makes a whole lot of sense. I was confused between the power, perks, and like actual points that each time a character leveled up. Now I understand. The perks are what happens when... The perks are for the map. Or what happens when you open the map and you kind of like upgrade resources depending on which of those things you put for the map. What this does is when you're on the map, you see all the other side quests that you get the other characters to do. But some of them cost like power. So basically power is influence, perks is just upgrading or helping out the Inquisition in some degree and capacity, to some capacity. So basically there are two different ways to spread, like, to help the Inquisition. One is like influence, the other is like just actual things that could help benefit. That's what I'm trying to understand. Excuse me. Now I get it. Chilling me. Alright. Huh. Time to go help the hunter. I went with the hunter's task first because it was the most simplest thing I can do and then the easiest way to just pull a conversation. The hinterlands have a lot of, like, land, but it's like a little bit boring, I'm not gonna lie.
Making it hard for a man to hunt for his supper.
Hey, maybe this will help.
More than helps. With this, I can fill these hungry bellies, give these folks some hope. I didn't think much of the Inquisition, but no one else is helping like you lot. Maybe I was wrong.
If this was the pandemic, this would be the same attitude if someone else just helped or did more than just think for themselves because they're helping another person. Not only is that extremely hard to do, it's just extremely difficult.
We'll make good use of it. Thank you.
Well, let me know if you find more cold weather coming. Fool villagers. Where are their coats?
Full villagers.
What do you need to keep these refugees warm?
Blankets, warm clothes, all of it. These poor sods lost everything when the mages and the Templars went crazy. If we were in a village, I could just pinch a blanket off a clothesline and be fine. Out here, I'm sure the apostates have plenty of supplies, just haven't been able to find them.
That could work.
Farewell.
I'll see you.
What's this? Sorry. Thank you for bearing with me on just having a snack. Like I said, I'm trying to do better by saying thank you instead of sorry all the time. It is not an easy habit to adjust, but I will make do.
Look at this. The apostates have gone mad with power.
I see just as many Templars.
Agreed. Welcome to the West Road.
Restore order by securing an alliance.
Yep. I think she said back me up, but I swear that could almost be mistaken for dap me up. Ay, 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 guys. This isn't gonna help matters. You know you're literally just causing innocent lives to be hurt or lost. way too much. I think I'm gonna stretch. Get the blood flowing. Hope you guys are having a nice day. I'm having a pretty productive one. Excuse me. Okay. Whew, all right. Alright, I should get some blood flowing, and my will be a little more animated. Okay. Ugh. Yeah, just look at this. This is the damage they caused. This. It's so sad. I think I'll head to this him after all. Maybe see if I can push it for maybe a little bit more, like 30 more minutes. Other than that, I might just end early.
It's good to see the Inquisition helping the refugees. It seems no one else will.
I am extremely tired and I'm falling asleep and I'm trying everything possible besides caffeine to keep awake. Oh, oops. What the hell am I doing? Maybe the cold will keep me awake. I think I might be still tired from the stream yesterday. So I might call it here. Normally I wouldn't do this. I would try to push it longer, but I am like really tired. So I think, so I don't accidentally fall asleep on stream, I might just end it right now because I don't have enough energy levels to do 2 hours right now. Or maybe we can use a little break. Or me, anyway. Maybe I'll read a few more poems. Just to stimulate my brain. If not, I'll just use this as a segue to ending it. Alright. This one's called The Pleasure of Eating Inside. I missed eating inside a food place. The joy of sitting inside, waiting for hours. Now I feel the joy of sitting, the pleasure of hearing the sounds of a business at work. The sounds of voices inside the food place. Oh, how I've missed this. Even in crazy times, one place still opens. After 9 years, still a memory to cherish, now and forever. Yeah, I'm really tired. I think this is a good segue to taking a nap. Because I think that's what I need, is to take a nap. But, yeah. I already saved it. I'll be fine. I might do some side quests and stuff off screen. Or maybe just do the side quest thing. I'll probably do a lot of the boring stuff off screen. So that all I have to do is the main stuff when I get back to actually playing this. But in the meantime, I will be turning this into a podcast, so you may not see me on the bed, you may actually be seeing me over there, which is where my desk is. So you might be seeing me on my computer and using, maybe doing something a little different than before. I don't know. something. Maybe ridiculous. I don't know. Either way, I don't plan on doing long streams because I got school stuff. So most likely I'll just do a podcast that will be most likely an hour. And that's about it. Okay. So with that in mind, thank you for coming, and if you haven't followed, please press that follow button. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks. And see you next week.